The airline industry is always much challenged. In 2020 especially, the airline industry has gone through one of the most turbulent times. In the fourth quarter of 2020, it is estimated that the airlines worldwide will have a revenue loss of 92.26 billion US dollars. From finding sources to generate revenue to constantly keeping the staff motivated, we have to admit, the industry's ability to harness challenges and to transform them into profitable opportunities is commendable. We are starting to see more countries reopen, in part or in full. We are starting to see the emergence of travel corridors exist between certain countries. But this recovery is going to be very patchwork and therefore very uneven recovery. As the industry constantly reevaluates their metrics for passengers' expectations, fuel costs, regulation changes and stiff competition, months ahead will see a lot of transformation. And that is why we, the aspirants, have to keep pace with the latest developments. Knowing what's ahead will give us the right direction to prepare ourselves for what all are waiting for. Yes, the recruitment exercise. I'm Nidhi and let's begin the news sharing for this week. Vaccine offers hope for airlines and a big logistical challenge too. The vaccine news airlines have been waiting for has finally arrived this week, raising hopes for a recovery in passenger air travel, but only if the crippled industry can muster the resources to deliver billions of life-saving doses to the world. Pharmaceutical company Pfizer announcement of a 90% effective COVID-19 vaccine has many feeling optimistic, especially the air travel industry. A vaccine could restore the public's trust in flying if it's widely available. And airlines themselves will play a crucial role in what UNICEF calls the world's largest and fastest vaccine distribution effort in the history. Airlines, as we all know, are critical infrastructure. Yes, it just got more critical. You can't have a successful vaccine unless you can get it to the people who need it. The challenge is enormous. Just providing a single dose to the world's 7.8 billion people would fill 8,747 freighter planes, says the International Air Transport Association, IATA. If half the needed vaccines are transported by land, it would still be the biggest single challenge that the air cargo industry has ever faced, says IATA. The problem? Most cargo flies in the belly holes of passenger aircraft, not on cargo planes. And 1 in 4 airplanes have been grounded during this pandemic situation because people aren't flying. The majority of those parked planes are wide-body jets, typically flown on international routes, precisely the ones that are needed to distribute the vaccines. An added complication on top is that the Pfizer-BNT vaccine and other similar ones would require ultra-cold temperatures throughout the supply chain. Timely regulatory approvals and storage and clearance by customs and health authorities will be essential. The global route network has been reduced dramatically from the pre-COVID days. Governments need to re-establish air connectivity to ensure adequate capacity is available for vaccine distribution. In another news, Hong Kong startup Greater Bay Airlines seeks aircraft. Hong Kong-based startup carrier Greater Bay Airlines is pushing forward with its launch as news has surfaced that it is approaching leasing companies searching for its first aircraft. Building its entire fleet from scratch, the airline intends to start as early as the middle of next year. Greater Bay Airlines, several months ago in August, submitted its application to Hong Kong's Civil Aviation Authority for an Air Operator Certificate, AOC, and has approached leasing companies looking to lease 3 Boeing 737-800s. Multiple sources in Hong Kong note that the owner of the startup, a Mughal by the name of Bill Wong, has been in discussions with ICBC Leasing, among other lessors. The airline is looking to hire about 300 staff before its launch. In an exclusive interview with the South China Morning Post, Wong noted that he expects to spend 2 billion Hong Kong dollars on securing staff and aircraft as part of the regulatory approval process. As of early November, it was also reported that 500 million Hong Kong dollars has already been spent. With Cathay Pacific's regional wing Cathay Dragon shutting down, Wong says he is ready to hire pilots who have been recently laid off, saying, "We would like to hire them ahead of schedule because there are so many people unemployed and so many families that are affected." Let's hope that the launch happens as it's planned. Next up, Airasia may exit India end joint venture with Tata Sons. Malaysian carrier Airasia is reviewing its Indian operation run in partnership with Tata Sons, signaling a possible exit from the world's fifth largest economy, which it entered with high expectations 6 years ago. It is also said that the India operations is draining cash, adding to its financial troubles, added on by COVID-related restrictions on global air travel. Airasia owns 49% in the India unit, which has not been so profitable from the beginning, while Tata Sons holds the remaining share of 51%. Airasia review of its Indian operations follow its Japanese arm filing for bankruptcy. Last month, it has ceased flying in Japan, citing high challenging operations conditions. Airasia Group President Bolingam said that the cost containment and reducing cash burns in current situation remains top priority. Tata Sons has the first right of refusal for the minority stake owned by Airasia in the India venture. It is in talks to buy out the Malaysian carrier after the latter expressed its reluctance to infuse fresh funds into the India joint venture, Times of India reported in its October edition. Airasia India, which has a market share of 7% and employs over 3,000 people, posted a loss of 317 crore rupees in financial year 2020. We continually review our network to ensure we fly the most popular and profitable routes. ASEAN is where our brand and foothold is strongest, and that is where our immediate focus will lie, said Lingam, indicating the Malaysian Airlines a diminished interest in India. Moving on, 3 Lufthansa Group airlines got new CEOs last week. The Lufthansa Group announced a leadership shakeup as 3 of the group's airlines got new CEOs. Carriers involved in the management change will be Brussels Airlines, Swiss and Lufthansa Cargo. Appointed as the new CEO of Swiss effective January 1st, 2021 is Dieter Vrans, a dual Swiss and Belgian citizen. Interestingly, Vrans is currently CEO of Brussels Airlines and has been leading the airline since earlier this year. However, he has also held other senior positions at Deutsche Lufthansa since 2001. With Dieter Vrans leading his position at Brussels Airlines, Peter Gerber will take the reins of the Belgian carrier. Gerber is currently chairman of the executive board of Lufthansa Cargo and will move to Belgium with effect from March 1st, 2021. Gerber also takes the position of Lufthansa Group Chief Representative for European Affairs in Brussels, a newly created position. With Peter Gerber's move to Brussels, Dorothea von Boxberg will take his place as the new CEO of Lufthansa Cargo effective March 1st, 2021. With the new appointments, it looks like the Lufthansa Group is choosing insiders with a great deal of existing experience within the company. While this leadership change looks more like a leadership shuffle, it appears that Swiss, Brussels Airlines and Lufthansa Cargo will receive knowledgeable and experienced leaders who will hopefully provide some fresh perspective at the same time to this entire situation. Next up, Qatar Airways reveals a special Boeing 777 delivery. Qatar Airways today revealed a Boeing 777 painted in FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. The flag carrier of Qatar is proud to unveil this aircraft as its nation gears up to host the world-famous sporting event in 2 years. According to a press release, Qatar Airways Group CEO Akbar Al-Bakr spoke about his airline and country's involvement in the global event. Altogether, organizations within Qatar have been busy preparing ahead of the highly anticipated tournament. Qatar's readiness to host FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 is evident all around us. As Qatar Airways, our network recently expanded to 100 destinations and will further grow to more than 125 destinations by March 2021, with an increasing frequency enabling our passengers to travel when they want across the globe safely and reliably, Al-Bakr said in the press release. At Hamad International Airport, official airport partner for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, preparations for the expected traffic growth are well underway. The airport expansion project will increase capacity to more than 58 million passengers annually by 2022. Altogether, over the years, the FIFA World Cup attracts an audience of billions. Qatar will be looking to cater well to the millions arriving into the country. Moreover, it will be wanting to put on a great show for those viewing from their homes. With a company such as Qatar Airways on board, those flying in to watch will undoubtedly have a first great impression. In another news, Iceland's MOM Air confirmed to be fake. Icelandic startup MOM Air was nothing more than a ruse. Founder and artist Adar Eystein Fredriksson, aka Oddi, has come clean. The media release, press conference, marketing material and website were all bogus and were actually all part of an art project for his BA in Fine Arts at the Iceland's University of the Art. With over 30 global news articles, radio interviews and more, the global phenomenon MOM Air reached millions and literally turned their reality upside down. We can't say for sure how many people bought the idea of MOM, but the press conference yesterday attracted over 100 live viewers on Facebook and has been viewed more than 10,000 times since. Oh, and if you're wondering why the branding was so similar to former Icelandic carrier WOW Air, Oddi's portfolio includes a packaging, design and promotional material for WOW Air. Why did he do it? We really don't know. That's the question for the experts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this update, we have come to an end to the news this week. As we see many changes unfold in the aviation industry on a daily basis, the one thing that should remain permanent is your hope to be part of the industry in future. But in this pursuit, we have to be practical. Even though the aviation industry isn't recruiting, doesn't mean we can't gain experience as well. Every experience matters and will only help you in performing better in your interviews. So use this time to upgrade your skills, gain relevant experience and prepare yourselves for when the opportunity strikes. As an interview specialist, we pride ourselves in ensuring that our students land a job specially service-related after they have attended our coaching programs so that they can get a head start in their career. Please visit our website for more details on our coaching programs. In the meantime, do continue to watch the videos that Julia and I have prepared on our YouTube channels, specifically to help you with your interview process. So don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss the next video update. And in the meantime, stay in touch with us on our Instagram. Till next week, see you guys. Be safe.